before I get started on all the other little items that we bring, just thought I'd show you. My husband has this love of vacuum seal bags. This ginormous thing is, I want to say, most of his clothes for the entire week. I think he mentioned that he had to put another bag together that has some extra shorts, maybe a couple bathing suits and a couple shirts. But he likes to do it this way, and this is great. I just have an issue with my stuff getting super, super wrinkly, so I don't love this, but we are taking a cruise to Alaska in May, and I will definitely have to use this because the clothes are much more fluffy with sweaters and jackets and whatnot. But this is an option if you want to do something like that. These bags were purchased on Amazon with a little vacuum mechanism that sucks all the air out. We're going to revisit that pink port bag that I was telling you about. It's a great bag. I love having this thing, and it could be any book bag, any bag you want. This is just what I like to use. Inside, I will go ahead and throw our lanyards inside there because Norwegian, when you do your when you do your embarkation stuff, when you show your documents and whatnot, they go ahead and give you your sign and sell type card immediately. So instead of cramming it in my pocket or in my purse, I go ahead and clip it onto here so that I'm ready when we board. Some of the other cruise lines will have it outside your stateroom door in like the little mailbox thing. So you might not necessarily have to have that right away, but I like to have that in there. It's lightweight, so it's not a big deal. Inside, toiletry stuff. We'll go through mine. This is also one of those things that I packed as a go bag several cruises ago because, like I said, I don't like having to think about every little thing, because if I have to think about it, I'm going to forget something. So I went through and made a master list, a packing list on my iPhone, and on that list, I noted over the course of several different cruises the things that we took all the time, the things that we found that we needed, and narrowed it down to a very concise list of very specifically what we like to carry with us. So inside this bag, let's see if I can hold it up or what I need to do here. Let's do it like that. It's just the basic stuff you need. So like I said, I don't want to go through soap and shampoo, but some of the things run down quickly. I got my makeup wipes. I got my Q-tips. This is a hack that I love, and we bring every cruise, obviously. Lens wipes. You can get these at Walmart, Amazon, wherever. If you are familiar with going to the beach, you know how the salt and the sand and all that can just wreak havoc on your glasses, and you'll have this film over your glasses. Well, it's the same on a cruise. You got the salt water, you got the breeze, you got all the things, and these just work better than just running it underwater sometimes. These are great for like our port bag. We'll throw a couple of those in there. So I bring that. I bring my chapstick because I'm addicted to it. Love it, love it, love it. I have, let's see, generically speaking, I've got my makeup brushes, my blender sponge thing. That's on this couple top flaps. Inside, nothing magical really here. I have my makeup. I try to buy travel size things if I can. And like I just bought this one time and I refill it. So I'll take my big oil of old lady, as I call it, and I just put more down in here as I empty this one out. It just takes up less room, less weight. The makeup, I purchased this kind of carelessly in one of those days where you think maybe you need something to make you look a little prettier or whatever. So I bought this brand. I don't hate it, but it is a little dramatic, I guess is the best word for me. I like more of a lightweight feel of makeup because I'm girly, but not girly. So I didn't want to, after spending money on this stuff, I didn't want to waste it, but it was not something that I wanted to wear every single day. So I decided to let this be part of my port bag. And as I use this stuff up, I will replace it with the brands that I use on a daily basis. So this makeup is in here. Again, more makeup. My deodorant, my lotions, my razor. And in the case of my razor, again, instead of packing everything fresh every time, I bought one of these little Harry's razors, which we use at home too, but a special travel one, and the little travel box that comes with it. So that's handy just to have that in there. Again, all this stuff stays in there all the time. I don't have to refill it unless I empty it and there's nothing left. So that stays in there. Along the lines of toiletries, I did not buy, and I've been thinking about it, but I haven't bought a separate straightener. This thing is well over $100, and it's not that big of a deal, and I remember just throw it in the bag. I might eventually get another one, but for right now, that's working for me. The other small bags that I showed you earlier, these are just bags that I had. You could very well take all these items out and put them in one individual bag. And I've thought about doing that, but for now, this is for me, for my brain, the way it works. I like separating the stuff out. Not that it even stays in these bags, because when I get to the boat, that blew over the door hanger thing that I use, all this stuff gets emptied out into those spots. So I don't quite know why I insist on putting everything in these separate bags, but that's another topic for probably a counselor. This bag will have all of our over-the-counter and prescription medications in it. Take whatever you bring. Bring whatever you take, I guess is the better way to put that. In here, I also have my seasick medicines. I don't typically get seasick. We did cruise in a hurricane last year, and I had a couple of days that I really was beginning to wonder if I liked cruising at all. I made it through, but I was pretty miserable. My sweet husband went to the ship store and spent way over what he would have on land, but he got me those little C-band things. So I keep those in here just in case. The pills that I take, I kind of take them prophylactically, which means I take them every day regardless. I start out the morning that we embark, just one a day. If I'm feeling a little funny, I might take two, one in the morning and one at night. But these things are phenomenal. They don't make me sleepy, which is important because you don't want to get on board the boat and don't remember it because you're knocked out from taking Benadryl. The brands that I have in here, let's see, that's something else. The brands that I have in here these are CVS brand, and I really like these. I don't know why. They work and they don't make me sleepy. They're cheaper. I wish I had a box to show you, but it's just a CVS brand, Travel Aid or something it's called. Same medication as meclizine. These are 25 milligrams, and like I said, take one a day, sometimes two a day, just depends. These are bonine, not sure how you even pronounce that, but it's the exact same medication. It's the meclizine 25 milligrams. Again, one or two a day, just depending. And I might skip a day. And like I said, most often I don't deal with seasickness, but I don't want to not have it. You can get this stuff on board the ship, but it's going to be a lot more expensive than what you would pay here and be prepared for. I will mention anything prescription, especially prescription, but probably all your medicine is safe to say, pack it in the original prescription bottle. Don't try to pack it in little pill reminders. If you want to bring that reminder with you and pack it once you get there, but just in case Border Patrol, whatever, wants to look at your stuff, they want it to be in prescription bottles. This little gadget is just a little metal lidded container that I will put in. My husband is addicted to goodie powders. So I put his little goodie powders in there. A couple little Tylenol, anything that I need to take while we are at port. If we're going to be at port like a long period of time and I know I'm going to miss some kind of pill or whatever, I will pack it in this little thing. It's waterproof. Well, water resistant, I think, because it's not waterproof. And this goes down inside like whatever port bag I've brought. So this is one thing I bring. And for you thick mamas, we've already talked about my thick thighs and my chub rub. I bought, because as you can tell by my previous story with snorkeling with bathing suit on and sand, and it was not a good time. I learned quickly that I need something in my bag to prevent, as this says, thigh rescue anti-friction stick. I don't need no friction between my thighs. This one I bought at CVS, Mega Babe. I don't know if you can see that or not. Kind of, sort of. It is like a deodorant stick, but I wasn't sure how it would work. So I found this. This is by Monistat, but it is, as you can see, is chafing relief powder gel. I really like this one. It goes on real silky and it dries quickly, and it just kind of creates like a powder, just a real thin layer on your spots is all I'm gonna say. This one I didn't really care for because it's a little sticky, a little, not slimy, but it's not the consistency that I like. I prefer this one, but I bring both just to be on the safe side. You'll thank me if you have that issue. Those are great. So that's what's in that little bag is meds. And again, all that goes in the blue over the door bag. And I hang that over the door bag over my bathroom door. Usually because of the door mechanism on a cruise ship, it usually hangs best on the outside of the door, which is fine because I can promise you're probably not going to be getting dressed inside the bathroom. You're probably going to be taking turns with your significant other showering. And like when Brandon's in the shower, I am outside the bathroom because there ain't no way both of us are going to fit. There's like a vanity table with a mirror and lights and plug-ins for all your hair stuff. And it's easily accessible to get to that blue bag. I'm going to refer to it as the blue bag, the door bag. It's easy to get to the stuff in that blue bag outside of the room. So that's fine that it hangs on the outside. The other bag that I bring is what I will call my hair bag. And ooh, I need to clean that hair out of there. That's gross to show y'all. Hairbrush, my little travel, well, medium travel hairspray. I am so specific in my packing list that I even said 3 rubber bands. So here's my 3, hair on that one too, 3 rubber bands. I bring a couple extra clips and some bobby pins. I probably don't need that many. Good Lord. I could probably share with the whole deck. When I use them, I usually wear 3, and you can see the 3 that I had in my hair the last time. It's usually when I put an updo up or something, but I bring them just to have. I don't always use them, but they're in there. So that's my hair bag. This final bag, what is this in here? It's my teeth bag. This one will have, of course, our toothbrushes in holders. It will have our tooth flossers for that flossing business that we do. And toothpaste. Now the last time, these are travel size. Ooh, these are travel size. I think I paid like $1 for these at Walmart. Last time I ran really tight on toothpaste. I mean, I was like rationing this stuff out, and I didn't like that. So this time, being that we're on this longer cruise, like I said, it's going to be like 9 days total with the travel to and from, and we're going to be gone like 11 days. So one of these is kind of halfway used from our last trip, but I threw an additional 2 in there just to be on the safe side. So we got plenty of toothpaste. Why this thing is losing tracking, I don't know. There we go. Bear with me. Technical difficulty. This bag I will say, as I'll call it, my wet bag. I know that sounds weird, but it's like a clear vinyl bag. In this bag, I put sunscreen. Please, for the love of the Lord, buy sunscreen before your trip, because one of our first cruises, I learned the lesson the hard way. I forgot sunscreen, and that stuff was $25 a bottle, and I had to have 2 separate kinds. So for $50, I learned a valuable lesson that day. Always, always, always bring sunscreen. Let me adjust this. That's getting on my nerves. Okay. That lighting bad too. There we go. That's a little bit better. One of my cruise hacks, I don't like the little tiny bars of hotel soap that you will be provided in your room. They will provide bar soap. They will provide in the shower, there'll be some dispensers, and it'll have body wash as well as like a shampoo conditioner mix. I don't love that either. Now, Brandon sometimes has used it, but I've told him I don't love it because I don't think it works all that great. So I pack his stuff in this bag too. But instead of using those little bars of hand soap that become wet and they lay on your countertop, and then you have like a puddle of wet soapiness that's just gross to me, I pack a little little hand pump dispenser of just some hand soap. This one, as you see, is Christmas. So I bought this one several cruises ago, 2 Decembers ago? 2 Decembers ago. And of course, we're still using it. I have my soap dispensers, face and body. And I did show you guys these before. I have 2 sets. This is shampoo and conditioner for me, and then shampoo and body wash for Brandon. And these, of course, are silicone, squeezy, TSA approved size, the whole 9 yards, which I've never had trouble with bringing any. That's like this stuff. This is liquid, and this is far greater than, 3 ounces that you're supposedly allowed. This is 8 ounces. I've never had any trouble with bringing anything wet on board. Don't take that for bring whatever. I mean, check with your cruise line to make sure that you are able to bring whatever it is you want. And if you're unsure, reach out to me. I will research it. I will look on the back side of things for the cruise line just to make sure that you're not bringing something that you're not supposed to. I will say this, if you have something you're not supposed to, they're not going to kick you off the boat. They're not going to prevent you from boarding. They'll just throw it away. So it's not going to be like a complete loss, but just to save you that trouble, I'll make sure that what you're bringing is acceptable. So I'm going to throw this back in here. And also Brandon's little shower loofah thing. I just use the washcloths that they have there. And sometimes I'll bring these just to wipe things down when I first get there. Again, a little travel pack. But like I said, the room stewards are great about keeping stuff clean. I've never had any issues with walking into a stateroom that's nasty at all. Just sometimes cold and flu season, I might take a little extra step just to wipe things down just because I don't want to get nothing. All right, little mamas and mamas and daughters. That's all I'm going to say. Just be prepared. You never know. Well, you might know. But it really stinks when you're on board the cruise and you have to deal with ant flu. They will also have these supplies on board in the store, but they're very expensive, and the supply, your selection is very limited. Just to give you a little TMI, one cruise I was stuck wearing cardboard tampons that were absolutely terrible. So if I know that it's going to be my time, I will bring this bag. But I have honestly gotten to the point where I bring it all the time anyway. It folds down pretty flat. It goes in a suitcase. It doesn't take up a whole lot of room. And Lord knows if I don't need it, thank goodness. But it seems like there's always somebody that needs something. And I'd rather have it and give it out than someone have to wear that other crap.